There's a moment that happens in almost every home with both a cat and a dog. A loud noise from somewhere outside, a car backfiring, a slamming door, a neighbor shouting, something sudden, something unidentified. Your dog's head snaps up, but he doesn't look at the door. He doesn't look at the window. He looks straight at your face. Your cat's head snaps up too, but she doesn't look at you. She looks at the nearest exit, then the window, then the gap under the door. Her ears rotate like small satellites, and she is absolutely, completely still. Two animals, same sound, same room, same moment, and they are looking at entirely different things. You've probably registered this 100 times without thinking much about it. Maybe you thought your dog was checking if you were scared. Maybe you thought your cat was planning an escape route. And here's the thing, you were right about both of them. But the reason why goes so much deeper than you realize. What you're watching in that moment is not personality. It is not training. It is two completely different ancient definitions of the word safety, running in real time in the same room, side by side. One species has decided that safety lives in a face. The other has decided that safety lives in a door. Today, we're going to find out why. We're going to go into the neuroscience of that split-second moment and trace it back millions of years to two completely divergent survival architectures. And by the end of this, you will never watch your dog look at you or your cat look at the door the same way again. Let's start with your cat, and let's start with the door. When that loud noise hit, your cat didn't look at you because you are not, in her threat assessment hierarchy, the first variable she needs to resolve. The first variable is always, can I get out? Not because she doesn't care about you, but because for a solitary predator, the ability to exit a space is the most fundamental unit of safety that exists. It precedes everything else. It precedes food, comfort, social connection. Before anything else can matter, the exit has to be viable. This is the foundation of what behavioral scientists call the cat's cognitive territory. Every space your cat occupies has been mentally mapped, not just spatially, but strategically. She knows which exits exist, which routes are fastest, which surfaces provide elevation and therefore advantage. This math is not decoration. It is her survival infrastructure, and it is being maintained and updated constantly every single day. Researchers at Oregon State University documented something that reframes everything about this behavior. Domestic cats form a secure base effect with their owners, the same attachment patterns seen in human infants with caregivers. But here is the crucial distinction that the research makes clear. For cats, the secure base is not purely relational. It is relational and spatial. You matter enormously, but you matter most when the territory is also intact. Remove the territorial security, block the exits, alter the map, introduce environmental unpredictability, and owner presence alone cannot fully compensate. So when that noise happened and your cat checked the door first, she wasn't dismissing you. She was running her safety checklist in order of priority. Exit viable, territory intact, threat located. Then and only then she will factor in your signal. And she will factor it in. This is the part that most people miss entirely. Once your cat has completed her environmental sweep and established that the exits are clear and the territory is stable, she does orient toward you, not with the same urgent face-locking gaze your dog uses, but she reads you through your posture, your breathing, your movement patterns. Studies on feline sensory precision show that cats detect micro changes in human respiratory rhythm with extraordinary accuracy. A tense, shallow breath registers differently to her than a long, slow exhale. She is reading you the whole time. She's just reading the room first. This is what behavioral scientists call behavioral mirroring in the feline mode, and it operates through a different sequence than we usually expect. Dog behavioral mirroring is immediate and face-forward. Feline behavioral mirroring is sequential, territory first, then you. The mirroring is just as real. The architecture is just built differently. There's something almost architectural in the way a cat defines safety. She needs the structure to hold before she can rest inside it. The walls, the exits, the sight lines, the known pathways. These are her safety made physical. You are the warmth inside a structure that must be first sound. And if the structure shakes, she does not run to you. She runs to check the walls. That is not indifference. That is a 4 million-year-old survival algorithm executing exactly as designed. Now let's go back to your dog, and let's go back to that moment the noise hit and he looked straight at your face. He did not look at the door. He did not scan the room. He found your eyes in under a second and he held them. And what he was doing in that moment is one of the most extraordinary things any non-human animal does on this planet. He was asking you a question, without words, without sound. He was asking, is this safe? And he was asking it by looking at the one information source his nervous system has been calibrated across 15,000 years of evolution to trust above all others, your face. This behavior has a formal name. Scientists at the Clever Dog Lab in Vienna identified and documented it as referential looking, the tendency of dogs, when faced with ambiguous or threatening stimuli, to immediately shift their gaze to a human's face for emotional guidance, not to scan the environment, not to sniff the air, to look at a human. This is a behavior that wolves do not perform, that pre-domestication canines do not perform. It evolved specifically in dogs through thousands of generations of living alongside us, because the animals who could read human faces accurately survived better than the ones who couldn't. Your face became, over evolutionary time, the most reliable threat assessment tool your dog has access to. More reliable than his nose in that moment, more reliable than his ears, because you, your emotional state, your level of alarm, your body language, carry information about the social environment that no amount of sniffing the air can give him. And the genetic architecture behind this is genuinely startling. Research into canine domestication genetics has found that dogs carry mutations associated with Williams syndrome, a human condition defined by compulsive social orientation, extreme friendliness, and heightened emotional attunement. Your dog is not just behaviorally inclined toward your face, he is genetically constructed to be drawn to it. The pull toward your eyes is not learned, it is written into him at the chromosomal level. Research from the University of Milan then showed us what happens over time when this orientation runs continuously. Dogs and their long-term owners develop cortisol synchronization. Their stress hormone levels rise and fall in parallel across weeks and months of shared life. This means your dog is not just reading your face in crisis moments, he has been building a running biochemical model of your emotional baseline across your entire relationship. When that noise hit, he didn't just look at your face cold, he checked it against everything he already knows about you. He ran your current expression against his internal model of what your calm face looks like, and that comparison happened in fractions of a second. This is why dogs define safety through social signal rather than spatial signal. For a pack animal whose survival depended on group cohesion across constantly changing environments, new territories, shifting membership, variable food sources, the most reliable constant was never the landscape, it was the group's emotional state. A calm pack in a new territory is safe. A panicked pack in a familiar territory is not. The land changes. The people are the signal. So your dog looked at your eyes because your eyes are your environment. Your face is your geography. Your expression is the terrain he navigates by. And when you were calm after that noise, when your face said, "We're fine," his nervous system heard it and settled. Not because the sound stopped, because you told him, without a word, that it wasn't a threat. So now we can hold both of these pictures in the same frame, and what we see is not a difference in intelligence or love or loyalty. We see two completely different definitions of what safety fundamentally is. For your cat, safety is a property of space. It exists in exits, in sightlines, in an intact and predictable territory. When a threat signal arrives, she resolves the spatial question first. Exits clear, routes known, territory stable. And then, from within that resolved structure, she processes everything else, including you. Her security sweep is not avoidance, it is prerequisite. The spatial check has to happen before any other data can be meaningfully integrated. For your dog, safety is a property of relationship. It exists in your face, in your emotional state, in the continuous social signal you broadcast simply by being present and readable. When a threat signal arrives, he resolves the relational question, "Is my person alarmed?" and uses your answer as his primary environmental assessment. He seeks what researchers call visual access, unobstructed line of sight to your face, because your face is the instrument he reads the world through. One animal externalizes safety into the built environment. The other internalizes it into a relationship. One monitors the architecture of the space. The other monitors the architecture of your expression. And when you understand this, truly understand it, the practical implications are immediate. A frightened cat needs spatial resolution first. Move furniture back, restore familiar routes, clear the exits. Then sit quietly nearby. Your presence helps, but the territory has to be made whole before your presence can fully land. A frightened dog needs relational resolution first. Your calm, readable face is the intervention. The room is secondary. You are the medicine. They are not offering you different amounts of trust. They are offering you trust through entirely different channels. Spatial trust, relational trust. Both are real, both are deep, both are ancient beyond measure. Here is what I find most moving about all of this. Your dog pays to watch your eyes. His cortisol rises when yours does. His nervous system absorbs every bad week, every anxious morning, every moment you are not okay. He pays that cost without choosing it, without understanding it, without any ability to put it down. Because 15,000 years ago, the dogs who bonded most deeply to human faces survived. And your dog is the living inheritance of that bond. Your cat pays to watch the door. She maintains a cognitive map of your entire home, every room, every exit, every change as an act of territorial stewardship that includes you as its most important element. Every time you move furniture, every time you bring something new inside, she has to redo the work. The cartography of your shared space is her labor of love, even when it looks like stubbornness. Neither of them signed up for the cost. Evolution wrote it in on their behalf over thousands of years because living close to humans turned out to be worth it. The eyes watching your face and the eyes watching the door are both saying the same thing, in languages so different they barely seem related. I am here. I am paying attention. You matter to me more than you know. The next time your dog finds your eyes in a loud or uncertain moment, let him. Hold his gaze. Tell him with your face that everything is fine. That is not sentiment. That is neuroscience. That is the most efficient communication your two species have developed across 15,000 years of practice. And the next time your cat checks the door before she checks you, don't take it personally. She is not ranking you below an exit. She is making sure the home you share is safe enough to fully inhabit. She is, in her way, taking care of both of you. If this changed how you read those small moments with your pets, subscribe. We go this deep every week. And tell us in the comments, in a sudden loud moment, does your dog find your eyes or does your cat find the exit first? Because now you know exactly what that split second means.